and I wanna see a show. I flip on the poker face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show. That's where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the all around town radio show. The all around town radio.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the program. It is a Monday. We are live here on a Monday. And we'll be right back with you with our little list of what we got to see over the weekend. You can tell us yours, too.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well, whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With all around, you know I'm planning to do it well. So all around town radio show.
All right. Thank you, Sweet Sister Mercy, for the theme song there. Rob Nadler for mixing that down in the studio. Welcome to the program, everybody. It is a Monday. It's been a Monday all day. Y'all having a Monday? I'm having a Monday. I have a lot of Mondays. I do, but we're getting there. At least so far, fingers crossed. How's that go? Things are working today. And we had a lot going on over the weekend. Going to talk to you a little bit about it right here if we can. And we're going to get started for this Monday, October 27th. October, almost over, people. We're just about done. We are. This is your weekend update, our Backstage Hall Pass to local music and your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more, and your home for everything music here at All Around Town Radio. Big breath. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the share button on our programming throughout the week, guys. We need you to share it and share it with your music-loving friends, if you will. That Thursday show still kind of in the tank. We were way up there in views, man, and now it's down to about 1,000 views a week. But we'd love to have that one shared. That's the one where we feature all the venues and the musicians that submit to us and want to have their gigs promoted. So please, if you can, hit that share button on our Thursday show for sure. And get it out there to everybody. But this is our weekend update here on Backstage Hall Pass. And welcome everyone, one and all. Let me check and see who we've got joining us today. We got some people commenting. So let me say hi to some folks here as we roll on through. Mr. Edward Sawicki, it was great to hang with you yesterday as well. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show. The Mojo Dojo. That was fun yesterday. It was a great time. Gina McCann in the house. How you doing, Gina? The lovely, should I say it, Gina? Voice like butter, sprinkled with cayenne pepper, Gina McCann. John Esper checking in from Columbus. Thank you. The Coop is here. Kevin Cooper's in Dallas, Texas. Wow. Alex checking in from Mojo Rising. Alex, it was great hanging with you yesterday, too. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. She's a wonderful young lady. She is Alex Evans. We'll talk about her here in a little bit, too. All right. Hey, Keith, it was good seeing you the other night. Going to feature their band on the show this week. Man, Bottoms Up, debut show. We're going to talk about it here in a little bit. The Wanderers in the house. Glenn checking in. Rick Kern is here. What's up, Rick Kern? Rick Starr, as he's known. I got to be in the presence of Rick yesterday. It's like hanging out with the rock royalty. It is. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for dropping by. What's going on with you, buddy? Izzy was in the house yesterday, too, at the Mojo Dojo. We'll get to that. And Kara, thank you for joining us today. Tony in the house. He didn't see anything local. Got to see two great bands at Norris Lake. Ginger Band and Liquid Velvet. Wow. Didn't Gina used to have a band called the Ginger Band? I'm just kidding, Gina. Love you, dear. Sugar Rock in the house. They were featured in the Beaver Creek News and all that, like a local neighborhood news and all that. I got to see that today. That was cool. Half-Life is here. Half-Life in the house. We're going to talk about the jam here in just a minute. Thursday, it's part of Half-Life. Two-fifths of Half-Life was there. Eric, thank you. Listening from the car. Well, don't crash the car. Don't watch. Just listen. Julie Rossello, how long's it been? I got to see you on Saturday night, but how long's it been since I've seen you on the show? Amazing. Thank you for being here, Julie. It was great to see you Saturday. And Larry, we're going to spend a little time chatting about you as well here in just a minute. Absolutely. And yes, Kevin, it was sad you missed that one. That was a good one last night. That was a pleasure. It was well worth my trip to Milford, Ohio. It was. What's up, Michael? Thank you. Hi, Brian. Thank you. David Linda in the house from Last Call. Thank you for being here. All right, I got to get started, guys. It is time to get to our weekend update. So, again, thank you for the 1,000 views last week. Those of you who hit the share button on that Thursday show, we appreciate that. Don't forget, you can follow us on all the socials, the X, formerly known as Tweeter, the Insta, the Book of Face, and the Tube of You. And we are on the Tick of Talk as well. Every time I post something on TikTok, I get told it's against community standards. And I'm not even going to get started. I watched some of the videos and I'm like, how is this against community? It's apparently violating copyright or something. I don't know. I got to figure it all out. But we'll get there. We will. And thank you. Just remember our weekly programming as I give a little commercial here. Every Thursday, it is Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's. Wednesday, With the Band. Tuesday, Hot Topic Tuesday, brought to you by the Bell and the Bear and my co-host, Karis. And of course, today, no sponsor today, but we're here. And it is called the Weekend Update. It is. I'll get to your comments, guys, as we roll here. Beaver Creek Neighbors Magazine. I knew I could get it right after you wrote it down. Thank you, Sugar. Are you the Sugar? Is that Sugar? What's up, Sean Cooper from Milano's? Thank you for being here. The Milano's patio thing's going to have to start moving indoors, isn't it, Sean? A little chilly out there for the patio work. Yes. Jim, way to go. Way to miss that, man. Get it together. It's called a calendar, Jim. A calendar. Yes. Dave Evans said hanging with rock royalty. It is, man. What a group of people yesterday. And I'll get to that, like I said, guys, I promise. Tracy, got to hang with Tracy on Saturday. Thank you, Tracy. Good to see you with us. Carla in the house. My good friend Carla is here. She's always the positivity comment person on the show. Thank you, Carla. All right, this week in music for us, I'm going to kick back to Wednesday. 46 degrees on the patio for Name That Tune at Heather's, and we had 170 people and 24 teams. Unbelievable. Those people are diehards, man. They are bundled up. They got their little table heaters. They got their hand warmers going, and they're playing Name That Tune, and we had a blast. It was so much fun. We've got 2 more weeks of the regular season. It's going to be chilly tomorrow, too, or on Wednesday, I should say, as well. But get on out there if you want to get your fix in before the end of season. And then our finale on November 12th is by invitation only. You have to have the most points, top 17 teams I think we're going to be able to take this year into that one, judging by the numbers. So that's what went on Wednesday. Then Thursday, Mary Ann's birthday at the Bell and the Bear Jam. For those of you that are there, I don't even need to talk about it because you know what an epic night it was. But for those that weren't, unbelievably epic. Just some of the rock royalty that was in town and music royalty, I should say. It's not all rock. But Kara says rain and cold. Thank you, Kara, for throwing that out there, you wet blanket. Yes. Don't tell them it's going to be rainy and cold. You can all get under the tents, though. We'll be fine. We'll be intense. But that night. Glenn said Saturday night, Queen City Blues Festival. The redhead brought the blues. She always does. Gina McCann, she is an absolute perfect singer. Perfect singer. David Linda's saying hi to his wife, Tracy, just in case you guys want to see the sidebar chats going on here in the chat forum. All right. Bell and the Bear Jam. Some of the featured players that night. 2/5 of Half-Life, Shane DeMoss, Jay Grant, killing it up there. Then joined by Del McFarlane. Holy crap. Can I just say that? Holy crap. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Good to see you. Is your hair on point today? It is in the picture. I'll say that to her every time I see her. We have a standing joke on that. But, oh my God, was it good. Shane and Del up there and Jay, and I'll get to the house band in a minute, but Dick Stewart in the house, Rick Kern in the house, the Drysdales, a new band I'd never seen. And if you're old enough to know, you know. The Drysdale name, Mr. Drysdale in the Beverly Hillbillies, was the banker. These guys are all bankers in some form or another. So, yeah, the Drysdales, and they did a smashing job on stage. It was fantastic. Ed said that was a good combination for Del and Shane, I bet. Yes, it was, for sure. So the Drysdales, and then Mr. Dave Rock and Roll Moody in the house. If you know Dave Moody, he tours with a band called Hairball, which is a fantastic touring tribute to the 70s and 80s, nationwide tribute. And Mr. Dave Moody, he was many, many years played bass for Billy Ray Cyrus on the road, and Dave's been in the music business for a long time. He was one of the original founders of the Jam, or actually the founder. I think he and Jim Cuesta did that at the Jam. So it was great to have Mr. Moody in the house. A host of people there playing in the house band that night, including Mr. Jonathan Grooms and Kathy Laverde on bass. Travis Hanna on drums, always just kicking butt up there. Doug Drew sat in a lot and from DV8 and smashed it. Dave Wade was in the house as well. Guitar players, Jamie Combs up there. Gosh, just a ton of people in that night playing. I think Toy stopped in as well. It runs together for me when I'm there, but just so many players and so much fun. That night was just one of those energy nights that is like none other. The Bell and the Bear Jam is magical. I always say that on the show. And it was incredible that night with the talent that was in the house, for sure. And Marianne had a pretty good birthday, I must say. I thought she did. Yeah, Sean said he saw tons of videos from the Bell and the Bear Jam. So awesome. It was. Ashley, doing your hair and thinking of, thank you, Ashley. Go to the Flyers game. Have some fun. Bronson Hetzer in the house from the Filthy Heathens. Thank you. And Liz says that was one of my favorite Thursday jams ever. Yeah, it was nonstop energy from start to finish that night. So cool. And one of the guys that got up and played too, who runs the list there on a Thursday night, Mr. Mike Roberts, has joined us today. Thank you, Mike. Gina McCann said it was amazing. She was there as well. I've mentioned her before, but she was there, and it's cool. If you've never been to the Jam, you need to go. That's all I'm going to say. And if you're going to go and you're a friend of All Around Town Radio, give me a message and I'll go meet you there. And we'll have some fun on a Thursday. We'll have a little All Around Town watch party, as they call it, at the Jam. And it could be a lot of fun. Happy Monday to you too, Mike. Doug Hall, my brother from another mother, is here from Denver. He's checking in from the Hall Pass Rock Band. Thank you for being with us. All right. So, yeah, the Jam. Jamie Combs, like I said, playing guitar. There were so many people. Dick Stewart got up there. I can't even name all of them. TJ in the house doing his AC/DC thing he does. Just so many fun folks there. And not to mention the audience at the Bell and the Bear, because they are music lovers and they are so into what goes on. And it was packed. I've not seen it that packed all summer. And in fact, it rivaled Women Who Rock in the numbers that were there that night. It was big. So coming off Women Who Rock, I think we're building into a big winter season at the Bell and the Bear. And good for Karis and company there. Staff's wonderful. It's a great place to go. And I got to give a shout out to Jeep at the front door. They call him Jeep. But this guy works, he's got spidey senses. If something's going on in the room, like if somebody's dropped something, spills something, whatever, he's all over it. He works the door. He's genuinely friendly to everybody that comes in there. Just a really good guy. And I never do mention him as much as I should, because he's an integral part of that night as well. And Mike says attendance was off the hook. It was. And it started out when we were there, Mike. I think you and I might have been talking about it. It was like, boy, it's a little quiet right now at the beginning of the night. And by 8:30, you couldn't move in the place. So cool. So damn cool. Bonnie Kirchner in the house. Hi, Bonnie. And Half-Life says it was packed front to back, side to side. Yeah, it was pure energy the whole night. So much fun. And I love to see my friends Shane and Jay up there. I've known them for a long time from the Dayton area here, and getting into that scene down there as well, and playing in the Cincinnati area is really cool for them. And getting to be a part of that. And there's Alex. She was up there from Mojo Rising as well. And one thing I love about Alex, I told her this last night when I saw her, but she's like a sponge. She's watching all the performers on stage and just taking it all in. And look out, ladies and gentlemen, because this girl's going to be a force. Believe me, her band's already a force. She's in the band now, and she's taking it. It's like the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. She is. So really cool stuff from Mojo Rising. They were in the house as well. All right, so that was our Thursday night. I can't dwell. I got a lot to talk about today, so I'm going to keep rolling. But we want to say thank you. I want to thank Karis and company and all the people there. I want to thank Ed Sawicki for the wonderful photos he always takes. He seems to always capture the energy, not just the moments, and that's what's cool about it. So Friday, you all sitting down. I took a night off from music on a Friday. I did. Good reason for it. I left about 8:30 Friday morning, drove about 3 hours into Kentucky to visit my parents, who are both now in assisted living. And I got a chance to spend the day with them. And I was planning on maybe when I got back home that night, going out and catching something. But then came Cincinnati traffic on a Friday. Sucks. It does. It was bad. So I got stuck at what normally takes 2.5 to 3 hours for me to travel. It was 4.5 to 5 coming home. So I just said, screw it, basically, and took the night off. And I get that every once in a while. I have to. And yeah, Carla says, you on a Friday episode. I knew the comments would roll in like, what the hell's going on? Was something wrong with you? Were you sick? No, I just took the night off. I was drove all day and did it. And Bronson, what do you got to say, buddy? He said, we're almost done for the year. Try to hit the jam a couple of times while you're on break. Please do, and message me, Bronson. I want to hang out with you when you're down there, buddy, for sure. That'd be so much fun. And I did have a great visit with my parents. My dad is 90, my mom's 85, and this place that they are in is wonderful. People take great care of them. I got to eat lunch with them. The food was outstanding. It's just a really great place, and I'm so happy that they are there and being taken care of, because being 2.5 hours away is tough. You can't just run over and check on them. So, yeah. And my sister's there, and she does a lot of that. She's right there near them, and she does a lot of that. So that's good and comforting as well. Oh, so what else we got? Sugar Rock saying I took a night off. Yeah, Billy Baker in the house. Thank you, Billy. And really on Friday, it was a nice little break, actually. So then let's get into Saturday, because I made up for it on Saturday. Our weekend update for Saturday is a big one. So hang on, fasten your seatbelts. We're going to talk about a lot of people. Saturday morning, the final 2 games of the season for Miracle League Baseball. If you're not familiar with Miracle League, I'll brief it for you. I've said it on the show numerous times. It is for kids that have developmental disabilities. And the field, the stadium, if you've seen the pictures on my page, it looks like a minor league baseball stadium. It's really cool. All rubberized turf. Even if they're wheelchair bound or whatever, they get helped with buddies. Our buddies this week was the Franklin High School baseball team, and they came to help the kids around the base paths and all that, which is a wonderful thing. The buddy system there is great because it gives the parents a break. They can sit in the stands and watch their kid play baseball. Everybody gets a hit. Last batter in the inning, in the half of the inning, gets a home run, clears the bases. And it's just wonderful. This happened to be the Halloween party, so there were so many costumes, kids wearing costumes, all the people there helping wearing costumes. In fact, our friend Mark Schinkel from Name That Tune, he comes and plays every week. He and his buddy showing up. They were in the big Tigger and Pooh costumes. I've got pictures on the page. Kids love that. And just being a part of that is very humbling and makes you appreciate so much what you have, because these parents work tirelessly daily with their children. And to get a little hour break when a game's going on or whatever is wonderful for them, and it's wonderful to be a part of. And we'll be back in the spring, and I will tell you a little sneak peek for those of you that are musicians out there. We're trying to plan the Buddy Day one day that's going to be local music Buddy Day, and we're going to bring musicians in to help the kids and all that. So I think that'll be fun. We're going to try to plan that for the spring season. And I'll let you know the dates on that as it gets closer if you want to be a volunteer and come help for one or two of the games. The older kids' games, serious. I mean, these guys all have walk-up songs, and girls, they all have names that they want to be announced as. And that's my job. So I get to be the PA announcer, and it's just so rewarding. And I appreciate them giving me the nod to be part of that every Saturday in the fall and the spring. And they take a break in the heat of the summer. They do. So it's just, it's cool stuff. Really is. If you're out there, guys, make some comments. I'd love to hear from you on a Monday here. Please say hi. But that was my morning. Starts at about 10 a.m. and goes till about 2 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Then a little break. Tony says Miracle League is awesome. Yeah, our friend Bill was there all day. Bill doesn't normally come and stay the entire game. He stayed the entire game. And Bill Tepe, by the way, our good friend, has given over $100,000 to that organization in donations in 10 years with his golf outing he does in memory of his son who lost his life. And a wonderful thing that Bill does there and is a part of, and couldn't happen without people like Bill. Warren County Correction Center was there giving a donation. They gave $1,200 to the organization. So really cool stuff. Thank you, Shane DeMoss. It is cool. It's so cool. Bob Klein, thank you. Yes, and I am fortunate. You're right, Bob. I am fortunate to be a part of that because, they had a very good announcer there. He unfortunately got to the point where he couldn't do a lot of the games because of business and working. And some friends that come to name that tune are on the board and asked me if I'd come do that. And I am honored that they asked because it's just so much fun for me. I'll give up every Saturday morning to do that with those fun kids and their families. So I got to move on. Let's talk about Boo Fest in Springboro. That's what went on Saturday, the big Halloween festival. They had transportation running from bar to bar to bar. Participating agencies were Crooked Handle, The Barrel, Heathers, Mr. Burrows, and the Eagles, the Springboro Eagles. So I started out at the Springboro Eagles early, a 4:00 start time with a band that was playing there at the Springboro Eagles, Crossroads Collective. Now, I saw them at Heathers one day. I love these kids. I say kids. But Crossroads Collective playing classic rock and a heavy blues-influenced set list. Really good stuff. The Eagles, I got to give a shout-out to Brandon Beasley, who he and his team decorated the big room at the Eagles. It was insane how this place... The kitchen was a morgue that looked, they had black light everywhere, bubbling cauldrons, and this body on the table in the morgue with tubes running in that were fluorescent colored, bubbly stuff. It was just amazing. And one giant wall that was a total graveyard in there and that kind of thing. So the Eagles went all out. This was for their members. They kind of threw a members appreciation party for Halloween this year, and it was a really cool thing. And Crossroads Collective did a great job in there. They played 3 to 6, and then DJ Dino took over and played for the evening there at the Eagles. So big party going on, lots of people there. In fact, when I got there, Marcy from Mr. Burrows was there. It was a really good thing. Good thing. And let me throw Tony's comment up there. He's commenting about the golf outing. Yes, if you want to play in a great outing, it's the Monday after Father's Day every year. And we do have that information here in the spring. So if you guys want, I'll get it up on our page. And if anybody's a golfer and wants to go help with Michael's Believe Foundation, in fact, the pictures that you see of Miracle Field, you see a playground there in the background that the kids, it's all handicap accessible playground equipment. And Michael's Believe Foundation was huge and instrumental in paying for that. So really some good stuff it is. And Sugar Rock, I'd love to have you. And when we do our Musicians Day in the spring and make the musicians the buddies, that you guys are on my list for sure. In fact, I'm going to write that down right after the show. So I'm going to hold you to that one if you're available. All right. So Crossroads Collective, thank you so much. The guys in that band were really good vocals, great guitar work, by the way. Yes, Titus on guitar is amazing. So thank you for a good start to our Halloween party on Saturday from those guys. Then I bumped down the road at about 7-ish for Crying Out Loud at Heather's. If you saw the announcement, if you follow Crying Out Loud, you saw the announcement. I'm very saddened to know that this band is going to be no longer. They're playing out a few more dates, and then they're calling it quits. And man, what a fun band they are. I can't say enough about this band. Just Dirk Turner, one of the nicest fellows you'll ever meet, playing bass in that band. John Norcus on lead vocals. Shannon also on lead vocals. Then we have Dave McCarty playing guitar and Niles playing drums. Just solid band. They pulled, if you haven't seen the pictures, go look at the pictures on our page, but they pulled a Men in Black show off from the movie. The MIB were in the house, and man, did they look great. They got Creative Award of the Weekend, let me tell you. And they also got the award of the weekend for playing with cold hands because it was chilly. And, the singers, they can hold a microphone with a glove. You can't play bass and guitar with the gloves on. And Dave's fingers, I'm sure, were cold. Dirk's were cold. And Niles back there beating on those sticks on the drums. And his drum head even said MIB on it. They went all out for this show. Really cool stuff. And I've got their set list. I want to bang off of you for just a minute if I can. And the set list, set number 1, Raise Your Hands, Lonely is the Night, Dance the Night Away, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Little Susie, Boys of Summer, I'll Fall in Love Again, Till Your Mother, Tie Your Mother Down, let me learn how to read, Top of the World, I Love Rock and Roll, Take Another Piece of My Heart, Houses of the Holy, Stone in Love, and Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. That is good. And Dave snuck in a heater. There you go. Good to see you on here, Dave. Thanks for joining us today. You guys killed it. Absolutely killed it down there. And there was a fairly decent crowd for it to be as chilly as it was. And I was worried about Heather's because, sometimes this time of year, if it was that temperature in the spring, everybody'd be like, oh, that's great. But come this time of year, fall, everybody's like, oh, I'm cold. But I had a good crowd there. Really good crowd. They were into it and having a good time. And set number 2 kicked it off with Mr. McCarty on the guitar with Kickstart My Heart, Wild Side, Round and Round, The Warrior, Hate Myself for Loving You, Don't Treat Me Bad. And can I just say, Shannon and John, boy, what great vocalists. And Shannon has come to an all new level. When she first started, she was a little timid up there and all that. She is putting on a hell of a show now. What else? Give Love a Bad Name, For the Love of Money, Barracuda, Welcome to the Jungle, My Sharona, Heartbreaker, I Want You to Want Me. And then third set, Whole Lot of Love, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Your Mama Don't Dance, Hurts So Good, Black Velvet, Stop Dragging My Heart Around, Take It on the Run, I'm a Believer, Talk Dirty to Me, The Look, Let's Go, What I Like About You, and Always Something There to Remind Me. How about that for a set list, people? Give the MIB a shout out. What a great job. Shane said, I've known Dirk since our girls played basketball together. Hate to hear that news. Yes, I love to watch them play too, and I am going to miss that band a lot. I really am. Just a solid, good band. And I've known Dirk since he was probably in high school playing at the bus stop for a battle of the bands that we had. So, yeah, I've known him a long time as well, Shane, and he's a great guy. the whole band's made up of great people. That's what I like about some of our, local bands, is the fact that they're just good souls off the stage too. And this band certainly is that. So that was Heather's on the Springboro Bar tour called Boo Fest. Then, last but not least, on Saturday, and Bob Klein said that set list is fire. Yeah, it is. And Bob, you'd appreciate Dave's guitar playing for sure in this band. I know your band is got some heavy guitar work in it, and you'd appreciate Dave so much. And Dave plays in Half-Life as well, if you ever get a chance to catch them. And Carla loves the first and second set. Thank you. So that's what went on there. Cold Hands, great playing, creative award for costuming, and a good time at Heather's on the patio. And always good time with Heather. And Jerry was there scaring the bejesus out of people with his Michael Myers outfit. And man, does he look like the movie Michael Myers character. I mean, he'll just be lurking around a corner and standing there in the dark, and people will spot him, and it's like they freak out. It's just he is so good at that. When he gets in character, Really cool. But last on the stop on Saturday night was Mr. Burroughs Tavern with a brand new band. Yeah, it was good talking to you too, Dave. I'm going to miss you in that band, but I know where to find you, so we're good. For real. Mr. Burroughs Tavern, bottoms up. Now, I'm going to say formerly 3 members of the 4 of the Jay Clark Band are in this band, which I am so happy to see they have gotten back together to play. I was worried when Jay moved away that the band was just going to kind of fade away and those kind of things, and that I wouldn't get to see these guys play anymore, because I really enjoy their playing. And they have added a gentleman to their repertoire here called Larry Overby. And let me tell you, Larry can sing. This guy killed it. What a show they put on for their first show. And every band that plays their first show, you have some technical hiccups, whether it's sound, whether it's when does the song end, those kind of things. That goes on. But first of all, it never hurts to have a built-in Halloween drunken crowd. I'm just going to say that. That crowd was partying. And they were on buses to go from bar to bar, so they didn't have to drive, which was really a plus, which adds to the libation partaking of, I guess, to put it in that kind of term. And Mark said Larry is amazing. Yeah, Mark, I love Larry's voice. I did. And with this band, and these guys put on a hell of a show. Just really a lot of fun. Killed it that night. And I got to give a big shout out. Of course, I just did the Larry, but Keith Westheimer back there playing bass, Rob playing guitar, Rob Carlson on guitar, Tony Russello, who's on the show right now, as well, playing drums. They were smiling from ear to ear. They were so happy to be back in the groove and playing there at one of their favorite bars, Mr. Burroughs Tavern. And I got to give props to Marcy and Rick for rolling the dice on Halloween and giving a new band a shot. That says a lot. And they believed in this band, and boy, did it pay off, because the crowd was there. They played later than they were supposed to play. Just genuinely really, really, really cool. I got a set list to run by you here. So let me do the set list real fast before I get out of here. I got one more thing to talk about too. Set list: Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, Smoking in the Boys Room, Girl Like You, Devil Inside, What I Got, Desire, Folsom Prison Blues. Listen to this. They are everywhere. Play That Funky Music, Tush, and Mary Jane's Last Dance. That's just to name a few. Just What I Needed, Lonely Boy, Jealous Again, Shaken. I'm just rolling through all the set lists here. Radar Love, Rocky Mountain Way, Bad Case of Lovin' You, Simple Man, a little Leonard Skinner, Kryptonite, Beer Never Broke My Heart, Hard to Handle, Rock and Roll Fantasy, Walk Away, Pride and Joy, Pink Houses, Midnight Train to Memphis, a little Stapleton, throw it in there, Hollywood Nights, American Girl, Your Mama Don't Dance, Mary Jane's Last Dance, Shine, You Wreck Me, The Boys of Summer, Fortunate Son, Gimme 3 Steps, Man in the Box, Rebel Yell, Crazy Train, Panama, and Inner Sandman. How about that stuff? How about that stuff, people? That is the sounds of Bottoms Up. I am so thrilled that they are back. Yes, so thrilled. Shane said, caught the last 4 or 5 songs. Larry does have those pipes, doesn't he? I didn't see you there, Shane. Where were you hiding, man? Did we just pass in the night or something? Kara likes the set list. She does. That's a great set list. So go see them, guys. Follow their page, too, by the way. I'm just going to say that, do I have that? I wonder if I can pop that up on the screen. I probably can't. No, I cannot right now. But you can go to their page, certainly, and check them out. Bottoms Up. And they need some likes on that page. They need to build that page up, and so you can find out when they're playing where and what they're doing. That would be wonderful. And Rob, I'm glad you're back, man. And you told me, I've got to say, you told me about Larry. Who really told me about Larry was Julie, who said that she was there when the band was doing auditions. They were doing auditions in their basement. And she said she heard him sing, and she's like, that's the guy. And yeah, really, he is the guy. He has done wonders for this band. I just think it's just wonderful. And I'm happy to see it going on, and I'm happy to see him back playing. And Larry, thank you so much for being on the show today. And Tony, Keith, and Rob killed it as always. They always do. And they're a tight band and having some fun. And just you guys all look like you were enjoying the night, even despite the fact that occasionally you had to watch out for falling people. There was some people up dancing that probably shouldn't have been dancing after they'd had the evening bus tour. But really good stuff. Tony, thank you, man. It was a pleasure to see you again. I love watching you guys play, and hope to see a lot more of you out there as we get into the 2026 season. And Carlos, you are late at the demerit for you. And I didn't even mention Steve Stein, but he's on here. I should have. Sorry, Steve. Steve running the board for him and doing a great job. Dialing in the sound, which is important as well. And yes, Shane said it was great to hear Rob and Tony and all the fellas play again. Sounded fantastic. Yeah, it was busy in there, man. It was busy. Busy. I bet I left maybe right before you got in there or something, but yes. And what'd he say? Tony says, and falling banners. Yeah, well, that happens. That's all part of the show, man. That makes it rock and roll, Tony. It does. For real. Carla, check them out, Carla. Go follow and like their page, please. And guys, one thing about Facebook now, Facebook's done a lot of new things. So if you're watching today, make sure you're following pages, because especially ours, if you're a part of this, if you follow our page, I can tag you. If you don't follow our page, I cannot tag you in posts. So I would love to tag you if I go see you and at least put the pictures up and have people be able to click on your link. So please do that. And anybody in the business like this, like and follow their page, if you will. And it'll change next month too, but just know that's what the algorithm is right now. And that's what all that's going on. And it's been a challenge of recent to be able to tag people in your post and those kind of things. So there you heard our summary, except for, and I have just a minute to touch on it. And I'm going to get pictures up of it. I'm going to post Ed's pictures of it. But I got invited, and I was very humbled to be invited to the Mojo Dojo, Mojo Rising. Mr. Chris Will, who I've known for a long time, has a beautiful basement area that is the Mojo Dojo. This would rival any sound studio. He's got a collection of guitars that are just incredible. I don't even want to count how many. Anybody know a number, drop it in out there. I got to hang out with some of the best musicians in the Cincinnati metro area last night and hear people sing that are just wonderful singers. They got up and did a jam with the band. And I mean, Brian and Ann Coleman were there, and Rick Kern was there. And gosh, Greg there. amazing group. Mojo Rising, their whole camp was there, their whole band, and they're so much fun. Alex up singing. I love that young lady. Everything about her is just awesome. Dave, you have raised her right. That's all I got to say. You guys have done a good job. And Dave is one of the most flamboyant, fun frontmen you'll ever see in Mojo Rising. Just he is the life of the party. And we had a great time. Eric playing guitar. There were so many people stepping up to play. I can't even remember all the names. Ed, if you're out there, drop some names in of people that sang, and I'll mention them on the air here, but I didn't write them all down because I was like getting down the wire on this stuff today. But the Mojo Dojo is really cool, and they've got some surprises up their sleeve coming your way. So be ready for that. You know, they've done a what they call a B-side album before. They've put that out with that Chris Will has done a bunch of albums himself, and it was just a cool environment last night. I mean, Chris had a bartender there. I mean, it was like being in a club, and Ed was there taking pictures. I'll get his pictures shared to the page later today, and some of mine that I took, but all mine look red because of the lighting. That's just the way that works sometimes on the old iPhones. Ed knows how to cut that stuff out in post-production. But it was so much fun last night. I can't say enough about the hospitality of everybody there. And we just had a blast hanging out. Kathy Laverde in the house, whole lot of people there having a good time. So really fun. Trisha Doyle. Who else? Man, there was people I'm forgetting now that weren't there. Alex, it was great hanging with you as well. And yeah, you can tell you've learned a lot from your dad, and boy, are you coming out of your shell too. When I first saw you, you were a little timid, like I said, but now you're soaking it in like a sponge, and you're a great stage performer, Alex. So good job, and wonderful voice. And I love the fact that you do some old school music. That makes me happy. You were raised that way, for real. And Vanessa said the Mojo Dojo was fire last night. We're going to talk a little more about that on the show this week, but I'm running out of time here. I'm how many minutes in? 42 minutes in. Supposed to be done at 40. So, yeah, we're going to have to cut out of here. But thank you, Chris Will, for the invitation. Milford's a cool town. I've been through it a few times, but I drove in yesterday thinking that'd be a cool place to live. It really would. It's just got a nice vibe to it. And seems to be a lot of nice people down in that neck of the woods. So fun stuff. Hey, tomorrow, guys, Hot Topic Tuesday. Karis will be with me. We'll be live at 5. Join us for that. Yes, Ed, thank you. Chris Reese, Colleen. Chris Reese did a great version of Purple Rain. Ronnie Vaughn in the house as well. So much. I'm glad you're having family watch party. Yes, that's great. I love it. I was told they have a family watch party on Haul Around Town Radio. That makes me happy, but I told them just to listen. I got a face for radio, people. I do. But Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow with Karis. Join us at 5. Wednesday with the band. Thursday, Who's Playing Out? Brought to you by our friends at Heather's. So musicians, get your gigs into us and get those in on the list, because we only feature those who send it. If you send it, we will talk about it. That's how it works. So let's back up and thank Heather's for Wednesday, the Jam for Thursday at the Bell and the Bear, Saturday all over Springboro, including the Eagles, Heather's, and Mr. Burrows. Great job, Bottoms Up. Great job, I should say, Crying Out Loud MIB team. And great job, Crossroads Collective as well. And thanks to the Mojo crew last night for making me feel so welcome at the Mojo Dojo. I'll be back to that one for sure. So thanks so much, guys, for watching today. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5 right here. Until then, you know our motto. Get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, and I wanna see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man
Just a reminder, everybody, the views and opinions expressed in our programming are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities that they may represent.
Great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show. That's where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the all around town radio show. The all around town radio.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Sugar Rock. Appreciate you guys. We getting out of here, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.